So I've been involved with some other networking groups. Came across DurhamREI as well, and once upon their mailing list, saw a lot of value given to me before I even came to my first meeting.
Yeah, I kept hearing the name Quentin, so I looked up DurhamREI and I found out Quentin was the founder, and that's what brought me out, because hearing his information on the podcast and thought, well, I can get it firsthand, and to be able to ask him questions firsthand, you know, back and forth in a personal setting is even better than just listening to a podcast.
So I came as a guest actually, and it was phenomenal, so I've just kept coming back since.
My real estate agent comes to these meetings all the time, and he said, you really must check out this organization, DurhamREI.
The reason I'm here is a desire for knowledge, basically. I'm interested in doing my first real estate deal, and the more aspects I can learn about, you know, the entire process, the better it's going to be for me.
My first impression was that the people who were up speaking, they knew what they were talking about.
The education is really good, and you never know what you're going to learn. Sometimes there's a topic that maybe you are already experienced in, but you still get like a little tidbit, or there's some sort of information that you get that really can help change your business and your outlook on things. So.
The amount of energy in the room is absolutely amazing. I was awestruck by the quality of people in the room, as well as their willingness to share with everybody else.
As a real estate agent, there's a lot of information that I like to find out about, and if I don't know the answers, I find people here who can give me or my clients the answer.
Everybody is there to help, and even if you have something that you can share with someone else, you feel almost obliged to help, because everybody has been passing on that information to you. The environment is like a tsunami. You're kind of caught up in it.
I find that in an environment like this, where you've got so many positive people with a common goal who are willing to share, you go home and you're all charged up. I get home, I won't be able to sleep tonight.
It's very interactive. I like that we can ask questions. I like that quite often the speakers stay afterwards, and if you have a burning question or something that you want to chat with them about, they're here and they're available. I also love that Quentin posts the information on the website as well for members, so you can still gain access to that too after the fact.
I see people's minds are opened when they come here because they see real life examples of how their peers are successful.
The one thing I find that I always leave with is motivation. Just by hearing other people's stories, you realize there were once where I was, you know, when they started. I'm at the same point because I'm just starting out. Real motivating, and it gives you that sense of, well, if they can do it, I can do it.
You get swept away in the flow, and you get a charge of energy, and you get confidence, and you get motivation, and you get support, and all those things that give you the additional confidence to go and take the next step from whatever step you're at today.
The different opportunities available, I take a lot of that from the meeting, so kind of what I take home with me. So like, for example, up until coming here, basically all that I really focused on was buy and hold, and, you know, getting traditional bank lending, and because that's all I thought that you could actually do. But now, and I would attribute it to coming to DurhamREI, I actually have a deal in the works where I've got a private seller. So I've got a property I'm buying that's not on MLS. I'm putting an RSP mortgage in place for my down payment and the renovation expenses, and I have private money for my first mortgage, so I'm putting in none of my own money and using these different techniques that before coming here I didn't even know existed.
You know what I really appreciated tonight was the expertise of the accounting information that came out tonight. I'm not an accountant, but I certainly appreciate the expertise and the willingness of the speaker to be able to share hardcore, tactile, implementable strategies and actual steps that you can take, as opposed to just some general guidance. This was actual, real information that you can use to chew on and take advantage of.
Opportunities for networking, that's the most important part.
This environment, it provides people getting together, like brokers, mortgage brokers, lawyers, real estate agents, wholesalers, investors, people that are all in the same mind frame.
This meeting offers many opportunities for networking. So I have a property management business as well. So just the amount of people that approach me and ask me questions, and the people that I meet through that, it's phenomenal. I always stay really late afterwards because there's lots of people to talk to. But also people doing the things that you want to do. You kind of get an idea of who's doing what, and you can approach them and chat with them about their experiences too.
Every real estate investment book you pick up specifies build your team. And the only way you can do that is by getting out, and you can call up people one at a time sitting in your home, in your living room. Call a lawyer, call an accountant, call a mortgage broker, or you can meet them all here in one night. What would I say to a person who's on the fence about showing up tonight or at any one of these meetings? Just like so many of the speakers say, just do it. You will be compelled, and you will be educated, and you will be caught up in the momentum. You won't regret, making a small, minute investment.
They have to come here to get the right knowledge, the right people to talk to. The networking is invaluable.
You got nothing to lose. Come and see what it's all about. And if until you try it, you don't know what you're missing.
Whether you're trying to build a team to be successful, or just simply trying to educate yourself or learn from other people's experiences, you'll find them in a group such as DurhamREI.
What would I say to you to convince you to come? Just come.
I say they need to come. If they want to learn, if they want to meet like-minded people, this is the place to come to.
Why wait? Like the longer you wait, the more indecisive you can be, and as long as your risk is calculated, I would say just get in and do it, and then align yourself with an organization such as DurhamREI, and then that way you have the people who can help you along the way to learn the process as you go.